Hello YouTube, this is Kelvin. And like I said, because of the rest day for the 2020 Autobox Norway Chess Tournament, I turned my attention to the 2020 Tata Steel Masters, also known as Weekend Z. And I decided I was going to be following Alireza Firouzja's games. So the game I have for you right now is the first round of the Tata Steel, and it is between Alireza Firouzja of Iran and Vladislav Kovalev of Belarus. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, guys. All right, so we have an e4 opening here. All right, knight to f3, knight c6. All right, so bishop e5, and that's the Ruy Lopez. All right, a6 attacking the bishop, putting a question to it, seeing what it wants to do. All right, knight to f6, castles. All right, bishop e7. All right, so now we have the closed Ruy Lopez. All right, d6, seeing what you want to do with the bishop. All right, so we have c3, so we just want to give the bishop a little space to back up to c2 if he wants to. All right, bishop g4 can get pretty annoying, so you see h3 here. You're getting the rook prepared. I mean, you're anticipating there being some trades in the center of the board, so you want to put that rook on a possible open file. And the same thing over here with Wijk, playing a4. Trying to chip away at the pawns on the queen side. Trying to open lines for the rook. You don't really want to give that bishop up because it's the position looks like it's going to get pretty open. It's a little bit closed now, but you can anticipate a push of e5, and so you definitely don't want to give that bishop up. That bishop is a very strong piece attacking this square here, so you definitely want to hold on to that. And so in this particular position here, this is basically just a win of the b5 pawn from black, and so that's just a clear pawn. There's not any tactics or anything involved in that. And then you see Firouzja backs up, and now he's attacking that c4 pawn, getting the rook out of the way here. In the previous position, you might have been thinking, that there was a, possibility of winning this pawn here for black. But as you just see right here, you see the knight capturing that c4 pawn. So, once you were to make a move, something like queen c2, double attacking that knight, it would have been forced back to the square it came from, in which, knight to c4. Either one capturing that capturing that pawn would have basically undermined the knight's position, and it's very possible it could have become trapped. And so as you can tell here, black has 4 pawns and white has 6. So the material advantage is pretty severe. We have bishop coming back to f1. The knight looks like it's under attack on d2, but as you guys will see, there are a lot of attacking possibilities right there with the queen jumping to e8, checking, and the rook coming in, and there's just the king is pretty vulnerable at this point here. That d6 pawn looks pretty appetizing, and it is in this position here that Kovalev actually resigned the game. As you guys can see here, this pawn is under fire. This pawn doesn't really too much matter, because it's the rook is not, the rook is not coming down here, to grab this pawn, because you have the bishop that's here, that's going to be undefended. You have the queen possibly coming here, attacking this rook. This, like I said, this pawn is under fire. All you need to really do is get the knight jumping in here. It's attacking these squares here. The bishop doesn't really have a lot of influence. It's blocked by its own pawn. You also have the possibility of bringing the rook, over here and attacking along this file here. So, like I said, basically, you're able to, possibly move this king to, this square at some point. This bishop gets free, and you just literally have every single piece of white just bearing down on the king's position here on the king side. And so, in light of it just being a completely overwhelming, position, like I said, Kovalev did resign. So that's the round one, a game of Alireza Firouzja versus Vladislav Kovalev. And so you see that Firouzja actually started off with a 1-0 start, and this is actually his first tournament his first super tournament that he entered. You know, Vik and Z, they play, you know, many different levels of professional. You know, low level titled players all the way up to, you know, world champion level players and stuff. So, you know, like I said, this is the Masters, so this is the highest level that they have. And you know, so he starts off his first super tournament with a 1-0 score. So yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate it very much. Go ahead and subscribe and like, and let me know if there's any other players you'd like for me to cover, or any other games that you guys can think of that you guys want me to cover. And I'll be more than happy to take a look and see what I can do with that. All right, appreciate it.